Okay, friends, it is Sunday, March the 14th. Today is National
Potato Chip Day.
So we and there is CAT, the Wonder Cat. He's got to have his lap time. So we're going to do, and you can see Speedy the Wonder Turtle, or Miss Zip the Wonder Turtle back there in the background. Anyway, we're going to do some potato chip reviews. Oh my gosh, and there's Sophie.
We have all the menageries in the house right now.
So we're going to do some potato chip reviews for you today.
Yes.
Yesterday we were at Jungle Jim's in Cincinnati, Ohio. Actually, Fairfield. They have two locations,
right.
Fairfield and
Eastgate.
We were at the original location. If you've never been to Jungle Jim's, it's incredible.
It's an experience. You can't just plan, a quick in, quick out. You got to spend some time there.
It's a pretty amazing place. So we picked up some potato chips made in Cincinnati. This is called Hen of the Woods potato chips. I've never had these. Have you?
No, these are new to me as well.
So serving size of these is 1 ounce, which is about, does that say 14 chips?
Yeah.
And that's 150 calories for a serving. The first flavor we're going to try is Carolina barbecue.
Exciting.
I love Carolina barbecue. That's my favorite style of barbecue. That's typically a mustard-based sauce. So if you would hold this plate here for a minute, we'll...
Potato chips are a great matchup with wine, and barbecue in particular goes with a variety of wines. It can go with a semi-sweet wine, it can go with a red wine, lots of different options to choose from. And when you're measuring out your chips, it says 1 ounce is about 14 chips, but what I always do is use a food scale, because it's a much better representation of what the actual serving size really is, measured by weight. Measured by weight, not by how many chips are in the serving. So if you're watching those things, then that's something to consider.
By the way, this is one of his favorite places to be. He loves to get up on Mom's shoulder.
And this is also one of my favorite places for him to be.
Keeps your neck good and warm, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a stove.
Yep. So again, this is Hen of the Woods from Cincinnati, Ohio. This is their Carolina barbecue.
Yeah. And is this a Kettle style chip?
It is.
Okay.
It is. And you can find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
All right.
And I will put links to their website in the description below.
I'm excited,
Carolina barbecue.
Clink.
Clink. Nice, thick chips. Oh, wow.
The first flavor I get is a smokiness. Like when you inhale while the chip is sitting in your mouth, I can tell the smokiness is there. And then the vinegar and mustard, but it's not real strong. It's very subtle.
I think it really is a good representation of Carolina barbecue flavor. This is really, really good.
Those are tasty. I think this would go really well with a semi-sweet white. I'm just gonna leave it at that. For my palate, that's what I would eat these with.
Good texture, good crunch. I've had some Kettle chips that have been almost too thick, almost too hard. These are crispy and crunchy.
Yep.
And like I said, it's a really authentic Carolina barbecue flavor.
After eating a couple chips, I can really notice the mustard more, but it's not, like I said, it's not overpowering. You can definitely tell that it's there without overwhelming.
Really nicely balanced. I like those.
Yeah.
So that's the Hen of the Wood Carolina barbecue. Next up,
I'm really excited about these.
Hen of the Wood white cheddar jalapeno.
Right on.
Holy cow, does that sound...
Two of my favorite things, white cheddar and jalapeno, and then put them on a chip.
So if you're a beer drinker, I would think that Carolina barbecue we just did would probably go really well with a stout or maybe a porter.
Yeah.
With that strong flavor, for me, would do well. So, white cheddar jalapeno from Hen of the Woods. Let's give it a try.
That jalapeno flavor comes through, and it's not terribly, for me, it's not terribly spicy. If you're sensitive to spiciness, it may be a little too hot, to be totally honest with you.
And for me, on this one, I got the white cheddar on the front end. That was the first thing I tasted. And then the jalapeno came through. And again, like the Carolina barbecue, I thought this was really nicely balanced.
The more the more I eat, the more heat I'm picking up.
Yeah, I agree.
It layers.
I agree.
Again, a semi-sweet wine would go really well with these chips. That heat is really starting to...
You need some water?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. So this is our first experience with Hen of the Woods brand. I will absolutely buy these again.
Yeah,
thought
I don't think they're here in Central Indiana.
Right.
Haven't seen them locally.
We'll look them up on Instagram and Facebook and so on. Hopefully you can can purchase those online. But
yeah.
White cheddar jalapeno.
Yeah, very good. I am not picking up any white cheddar at all.
Really?
None.
It's very subtle. So a little too hot for you, or
yeah, a little too hot. A little too hot for me.
I'm digging it.
Yeah.
I am really digging it.
So now we're going to go on to our third chip. Completely different brand. It's Kettle brand, and they are Parmesan Garlic. These are my go-to because they are fantastic with a nice red wine, a medium to bold red. Think about when you eat Italian food, what are the primary flavors? Parmesan and garlic.
Right.
So if you are drinking red wine, then these chips have the same flavor with the potatoes that are a carbohydrate mixed in, and it's just the perfect pairing.
And we pick these up at Meijer typically, right?
Meijer or Kroger, any place local, they're easy to find.
So you can get these at the big box stores.
Yep. And these are 1 ounce for 140 calories.
Right, so just a few less than the others.
Yeah, and the Kettle chips are going to be a little bit thicker and more crunchy than the Hen of the Woods.
Right, right. So again, this is the Kettle brand Parmesan Garlic.
So good.
This is really good.
Yep. One of my favorites.
So this has what I would call a very subtle garlic flavor. It's not overpowering, and a very subtle Parmesan flavor.
For me, the Parmesan is like in my face, which I like. I like that cheesiness. I like the salty, savory flavor of the Parmesan cheese right up front, and it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful match. So good. Now I taste the garlic. After I, kind of let it sit on my taste buds for a little bit, the garlic is really starting to appear. And again, it's not overpowering. It's very subtle and very well balanced flavor.
So, yep, these are good. So, again, Hen of the Woods, Carolina barbecue, absolute winner. We'll get these again. Hen of the Woods, white cheddar jalapeno. Again, very, very good. Holly found this is the one you found a little.
That was just a little bit too hot for me.
Okay.
It started to affect my breathing. I was coughing, so
So these are quite warm, and because I really like I like overwhelming heat. These are great for me, but if you're a little sensitive to heat, these may be a little too much. I love them, but just be aware of that. And then the Kettle brand Parmesan Garlic chips.
yes.
We got the Hen of the Woods, both of those from Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati, and then the Kettle brand is available at all the big box type stores. So there you go. There's our reviews for National Potato Chip Day. Thank you for joining us. Say hi to Miss Zip back there in the back.
Hi, Miss Zip.
Sophie up over my shoulder, and special appearance by CAT. We'll see you guys with another review real soon.